Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Team RaddTitan. Apologies for the delay. I've been having some beers and chatting with the missus, and that takes a while. If you don't know already, I'm George. This is the RaddTitan Weekly Collectors Chat. That's Alex over there looking like a slightly upset David Deal. We're going to be going through the latest updates, all the sort of reveals. There have actually been a few nice ones this week. I've had a little break. I've had a little bit of a holiday, so apologies I weren't here for the last 2 weeks. And what's that, mate?
So it's all right for some.
Right, while you were dealing with your nose situation, I was sunbathing and having fun with the family. So I'm back now, back to work. We're going to be running through loads of bits and pieces, latest stuff we've got in, anything we've bought or ordered that's on the way, and we're going to be talking about all of your sort of collectible needs. So we'll be running through some stuff, and we'll let you know how things are rolling this week. How are you, Alex? You okay, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I had surgery like was it like 10 days ago now? Was that 8 days ago? Whenever it went last week sometime. And I had my sinuses operated on. Surgery went pretty well. So it's pretty clear in there now. Can actually breathe at night. My literal nose was blocked up for the last 5 years. My left side totally. So yeah, it's been quite good to be able to breathe. The only problem is I've been having fucking heart palpitations. We won't go into that.
Well, if he does grab his chest and fall to the ground, so we know why. It's probably COVID jab, to be fair, but we know why he's having a problem. But yeah, and the good thing is whenever you go down around Alex's house, he always gets you to taste his milk to see if it's off, because he can't smell jack shit. So he's like, "Is this off?" And I'm like,
"Well, it's unless it's lumpy, it's good."
Yeah, it's smelling a little bit sour, bro. I think that milk might be off.
Well, I don't know. I have to stick by the dates. That's why.
Yeah.
I can't go off with food. I have to stick with dates because I can't risk it. Because I've done it a few times where I've drunk the milk and been like, "Oh."
Oh, yeah.
Which is it?
Dennis just saying about you eating duck embryos and weird stuff.
Ah, well. Probably helped if some of the wound updated as well.
It will help that. I mean, this is the reason why is it Durag? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why it never bothered you so much. I mean, suppose it does smell horrific, but it does taste nice.
Yeah, but you weren't that bothered as well, because they're literally the whole room were like waiting for us to like throw up or something. We were just like, okay.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so had a couple of weeks away with the family and stuff. So I went over to Cyprus and I stayed in a nice little villa in Paphos. It was lovely. So I had a couple of weeks there with the family, and then we got back, and literally it's like fucking nowhere to room, like no way to move. I've got 3 pieces that arrived, CGC comic that arrived, a D4 Real Godzilla thing. So just like loads of stuff. Yeah, happy Easter to me, yeah. So still winning. So well happy with the Exo Resin Storm box, and it's well small compared to all the others.
Oh,
so I was well happy with that. I was like, I took it out of the brown box. I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, I got.
It's like when you get
one of the fat venom on the way.
What's that?
I got the fat venom on the way. So I'm
waiting for that. Nice.
Yeah, so that's on the sea somewhere. Should be getting my. That's what we're meant to be doing. We're meant to be talking about the sponsor as well. So this week we are sponsored by Displaybox. They are the UK distributors of Module Space, and they've actually got a special offer over Easter, which is 8% off when you spend £600, 12% off when you spend £1,200, or 15% off when you spend over £1,800. And I've just actually put in my order for my cases, and what it is they literally have them in stock, so you get them the next day pretty much. So I contacted him and gave him my orders. I have to wait till the summer for my custom ones, because obviously they've got to get made. But anything off the shelf, I've got 6 cabinets coming, and I said to him, I need these ones, this one. At the time it was 10, and I've changed it, but he said, I go, when can I get those? He goes, tomorrow. I was like, let's wait a little while. I need to prepare.
Yeah, not ready.
So, end of the month. And he goes, yeah, end of the month we'll do it. So, yeah, what they did is foresaw the problem with Module Space is that, the wait time is the thing that puts people off. So they've actually gone in there. They ordered some of the products for themselves, him and his partner. They got them in. They loved them, and they're like, this would sell much better if it was off the shelf.
Yeah.
So because Module Space must get a lot of cancellations. So basically, he ordered a large quantity, filled up a container, got it in, put the website out, and pretty much sold out straight away for his first batch. He's on his second batch now.
So what you're telling me is that literally UK collectors, or even Europe as well.
Well, he's been distributing for he's been sending to America, and it's cheaper for the Americans to get it. Well, I don't know about now with the tariffs, but cheaper for the Americans to get it and quicker than it would be from Singapore because of the wait time.
Wow. Okay, even if
you go through Sideshow. And also through Europe as well. And the website that they've set up, it actually has everything on there so that you see what you pay. So there's no other fees, no other taxes.
So what is the website called?
Displaybox.com. Let me double check.
Nice. That's a fantastic sponsor to have. So we're very proud.
Displaybox.co.uk, sorry.
There you are. Displaybox.co.uk. Brilliant. That's great to have them on board supporting the RaddTitan brand, and we're very honoured that they're backing us. So thanks very much to them, and go check them out if you're looking for new units. You know that Alex will tell you all about this stuff. He's had some bits and pieces in, and they're massive. Some of them are massive.
My custom ones are really big. My custom ones are wall to wall, or ceiling, floor to ceiling, and So there's 2 rows of 100, so 1.5 meters wide.
Yeah.
And then one of them is a meter high.
Right.
So a meter high, and it's 85 centimeters deep.
Nice.
So
it's some monsters in there.
So they literally, in total there's 9 cubes.
Jesus. Well, this is what I'm hoping for when we get into my next house. So when I get into the next house, I'll have all room for these pieces. I'm going to have to take a visit to my mum's to put some of the empty boxes in her lot because I can't continue as things are.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. So awesome.
Well, the plan is, I'm going to have some cabinets behind me here. This is why, so I've started, it's going to probably get quite mixed responses from some people who are going to think it's cool, and some people like George are going to think it's a fucking mess. But I've put like all the VHS covers on the wall. So behind me, there's probably about 100 VHS covers on the wall there, and nice. They actually go all the way up there, around there, and then on this side it's going to be all comic, like comic panels and things.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm finishing that off, and then the displays will go over the top of them, and hopefully it will look how I envision it anyway.
Nice.
Quite happy with it so far. It's not. The thing about it is the actual design is like, it doesn't need to be perfect because it's meant to be a bit like grungy and a bit like
like a club in it.
Yeah. So, but the thing is about it is like when you put when you wallpaper them on the wall anyway, they don't go on there properly, and there's some ripples and stuff. So you kind of got that excuse anyway, if that it doesn't need to be perfect. So
good excuse for you to have, bro.
It is. So I realise though that I probably need like another 100 VHS cases, maybe 200. So I'm gonna have to go get some more.
I'm drinking beer, boys, tonight, so
could get messy.
Nobody better upset me.
All right.
Cheers.
Chin. All right. So, where do you want to go from here? Do you want to go straight
Who's in the house? Who's in? Who's in?
Oh yeah. Let's see who's in the house. So, in the house, Cola Man. How's it going? Shout out Cola Man. Leon.
Welcome, bro.
I hope you had a good holiday, Gio.
Thanks, man. God bless you. Yeah, I had a great time.
Mr. Kennedy in the house. How you doing?
Kennedy.
Cola Man. Lape is still great. How you doing, Cat Dad? Listen, just got a heads up of the Moon Knight versus Wolf by Night statue on Sideshow. Yeah, we'll get onto that one today.
Yeah, the picture. I shared the
Leon
picture on the
Bookmarking
group.
website. Cheers, Gio.
God bless you, man. Cheers now.
Demon Slayer CM. Cheers from the United States. Hope all is well. Energetic Vulture. How's things?
Great name.
Agoran Monteo. Yo. Mitchell Lawrence in the house. Is it a late one? Yeah, Gio got in late. I did actually have oh god, every time I Mitchell Lawrence messages, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got those things to show, and then I put them down either up there now. God, the Cyber City Arena covers, I found them today because obviously behind me I've got the Devilman ones, the Guyver ones, Wicked City, Street Fighter, and then I had the Cyber City ones. He's a big fan of Cyber City.
Yeah.
Random Korean, good day. RaddTitan gang, how you doing? House of Gog in the house. How you doing? Yeah, experience. And
the sexiest name in statue collecting is that.
His name's probably Bob or something.
Yeah, it's like Bill.
Yeah. I bet it is. It's got to be something like really bland.
Nothing wrong with those names if you're named them. Just put the names that mark.
All right, should we just get straight into the pictures then? Because
yeah, let's go where we are.
Late anyway, so hold on, let me find the right backdrop.
I don't want to quote Gandalf, bro, but I'm never late. I arrive exactly when I mean to.
Oh, really? Share screen.
Dude, when are you going to deal with the tapping that I can hear, bro?
That's my keyboard. I need to use it.
Yeah, so this is what I come home to. So this is.
Oh, it's apparently it's 4 all.
Huh?
Apparently it's 4 all.
Get in, come on.
Oh,
we just equalised. And if we go out of Europa League, that's it. Our season's finished. We're having a fucking mare. So who's
we really could not care.
You wouldn't, would you? You fucking dart playing, fucking card watching, fucking motor racing, loving pussy. You don't know fucking sport.
It doesn't even tell me who scored on this either.
I don't care. It's good for keep me informed like that. It's perfect. Exactly what I need in my life.
It's on 121 minutes at the moment.
Yeah, I have 15 minutes of extra time after 90, so we're going to be on penalties soon. Oh, Nana, the hero. Let's see. Fuck, I hope so.
Cyber City is my favourite anime. Do you guys drink beer from the States, given the issues with the tariffs? Who drinks beers from the States? There's actually a quote, isn't it, from Monty Python about that. It's beer, American beer is the same thing as it's just like having sex in a canoe.
Okay.
It's fucking close to water.
What? It's fucking close to water.
Yeah. Okay. It's like Monty Python.
I never got into Monty Python. To be honest.
No, me neither.
It passed me by, man.
Oh, Man United just scored again.
5-4.
Oh, it must be penalties then, no?
No, it can't be. If it's 5-4, it won't be on penalties.
Right, it's 5-4 now.
It wouldn't go up like that. The score wouldn't go up like that. It wouldn't. They don't do that. It would be like.
They've scored again now. All right.
Anyway, so this is what I come back to, which I love. I love it because my in-laws are here watching the house, and then I get all these deliveries in, and they're just like, they must think, what the fuck is going on? But good times, yeah, good things to come back to.
They must hate you. That's nice.
Oh yeah, so. Yeah, I stupidly said to my in-laws, right, a box arrived and I wasn't ready for it, so I thought something was arriving by boat and it was actually sent by air. So the Savage Lands Exo-Res Storm, I thought it was being sent by boat, so I was like not expecting it at all. So basically, I got a thing saying, your parcel's going to be delivered today. And I was like, well, fucking parcel. So I said to my in-law, they were like, I said, I'm expecting something. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. So I said, can you fucking, I said, can you let me know when it arrives? They did. They sent me a picture of the box. I was like, that's a big fucking box. Like, and it ain't like big, but it weren't like a steelbook or some shit. So I was a bit like, okay, can you open that up and just like show me show me what it is. And they literally got the whole thing out and opened the first foam thing. So undid the straps and opened the foam thing and took a picture of the inside. And I was like, I meant just the fucking art box. And I got like the response I got was, what's that? And I was like, fuck's sake. Honestly. I was just very like, it just means the box that says who made it on the outside of it. It's fine. Please just put it back exactly how you found it. Don't get nothing else out. And I was literally like thinking, oh, fucking. And I said, probably not a good time to tell you that's a £2,000 statue that you've just opened up a bit of. And they're like, oh my fucking God.
Just got a notification that Grey Hulk versus Wolverine is shipping. Be interesting to see how that comes out. Those cardboard boxes,
nice.
they're taking a trip to the bin.
They've what's that? Those cardboard boxes. Yeah,
go to the bin.
Yeah. I don't keep the cardboard stuff at all.
The Cool Godzilla versus King Ghidorah comic.
Yeah. I found this. It was a bit of a Godzilla day for me this morning because the stuff that I managed to open was all the smaller boxes. I've got this DTC in which I absolutely love. My son is like Godzilla nuts like me as well. My first son, so showing him all this stuff this morning. He was just like, "Yeah, it's awesome." So I picked this up. I'm really happy with this. And I got this. I have to give massive props out to my friend and obviously moderator of the group, Stuart Murray. Helped me acquire this. He basically sent me a link, just a couple of pictures of this. You basically got the foil one, the acrylic one, and then like a glow in the dark version of this. All limited edition, all numbered, very low run. And he basically said, do you want any of these? And I was actually like, if you can grab me the foil one, I'd love the foil one. So,
is that Bottleneck?
Huh?
Is that by Bottleneck?
No, I don't know who it's. I don't know who it's by. I've got no idea. But it's like 36 by 24, whatever it is. So it's not like.
No, I mean the company that make them. I think it's Bottleneck.
I have no idea. Like Stuart or not. He just sent me a picture and said which one do you want. I was like, what one? And he basically he done all the work and everything because he must be in that group or must be part of that, and he's sorting me all out. So mad love to Stuart Murray. Love you, bro. Thank you very much for your help.
Well, he actually posted in the group that you. So the group that you removed yourself from, he posted it in there, and I said you might want to post that in the mod chat.
No, stop trying to get all the credit. I'm giving praise to fucking Stuart Murray there. Just let him have it. Fuck's sake.
I'll show you the screenshot later. It was me.
I believe you. I trust you implicitly. You know this. So yeah, but we have this anyway. George really loved this too. So and obviously you always do this shit on my fucking pancakes. Every time I get a statue and you're like, we're going to put that. You do that just to piss me off. Just to piss me off.
You do similar thing, but you do it to me where I get saying, yeah, shit, fucking bullcrap. What the fuck do you buy that? What I do is I'll wait and I'll have a look around your collection. I'll think about a piece that you really like and then I'll buy it because I know you'll get rid of it after I buy it.
Yeah, I don't like it if you have stuff like that. Yeah, I'll have to put statues on the other room and just stand in here. If it wasn't for the fact that the kids love sitting in here and watching films and stuff every now and then, I probably would do it.
But it's like what's his name, George? George Rogers set up his collection, and he's got like statues all around the room, and then like a stall in the middle. And it's like, I want this room to be functional. I want to use it. I know a lot of people where they literally just have like a little museum in their house.
Yeah.
And, if that's what they want, that's great. But I want to have a functional room that I can sit in, or I can do if I'm working, I can work. If I do live stream, I can do live stream. I want to use it.
Yeah, but beyond that point, you want to have a room where like your son will come in.
Yeah.
Get on like George comes in here and reads me a story. When you're on a bit of quiet time away from the twins, he'll come in when he has to read his books and stuff for school. He comes in here and he plays like that. I got that really rare Godzilla game on PlayStation. He fucking loves that game.
You gave that to me as well.
I did give it to you, yeah. But I just tell you how pure heart I am. But he plays that and he just like he sits in here. The twins and that, and everybody will just sit and watch a film occasionally, bits of it. And it's quite nice as well because you're getting a bit more use out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, what happened in my old room as well, because like my old collection room, I did have a sofa in there, but then over
Yeah,
time the TV kind of went,
yeah,
so I didn't have a TV in there in the end. So
yeah.
I didn't use it often, and yeah, I didn't like that. I really didn't like it.
Nah, I know what you mean.
So like at the moment, I've got this sofa in here. Gonna have a TV over there. Gonna have the display cases there. Display cases all across there. And while I'm sitting here, I can see that whole fucking wall. Just that whole fucking wall display, massive. And in my head, it looks fucking awesome. I'm hoping it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
Remember to invite me round when you're going to be putting the statues in them because I want to be there for that.
Well, that's going to be something that's going to take probably a good week and a half or something. But yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe.
Unboxing all of them will take ages. I'm not going to do. I'm going to do like, because that's what happened as well when I boxed them up. I boxed them all up really fast, and I broke like 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, you can't. I won't be doing that.
So I want to take my time and just kind of go with it, you know.
Exactly.
Godzilla versus maxi size poster apparently. Capital City statues. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Ross Carter. Hey guys, Ross from Sydney. Good to see you back. Good to see you, brother. Random
Hey,
Korean. Hashtag Snyder Crew. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sydney Crew. I read that Snyder there. I got excited. All right. Next up. Here's your little thing.
yeah, I got in this, and obviously this is something I got. I got in the Space Godzilla D for real. You know, the X Plus one. The collection's looking real nice over there now. I've got like 5. I sold the Gamera one.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, I sold that one, and then I bought this one in. So I really like this one. It's pretty cool.
This one's quite cool. Yeah.
I dig Space Godzilla, and that's the lineup at the moment. So I got a Rodan from the movie, you know, like King of Monsters at the back. That's the Rick Boy version. It's like the rare one. Shin Godzilla on the left, Gigan, you know, which is one of my favorites to be honest. And then they got the Destroyer, Space Godzilla, and the Burning Godzilla over there. And then at the back, just looking over the picture of my son
I love
over there,
that. That video is hilarious.
it's a Diamond Select. That's a 1962 Blood Bust. They actually make quite a few different ones. Actually, I'd like to have had some of the others as well.
It was a bust actually that came up on. It keeps on coming up on my Facebook. But it's sold out on Sideshow and it's like £300. It's got like a little marble base and a Godzilla head. And it's really nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy with them. They're really cute and cool, and I just dig them, man. They're sort of like grown up Funko Pop, sort of just like a few levels up. But really, I really dig them. So I think they're wicked.
Yeah, no, they are cool.
And that's what I've managed to open because at the moment I've got Blue Marvel fan art one, and I got the Savage Lands fan art Storm, and then I've got the Sideshow Collectibles Deathstroke as well. So they're all sitting in my room boxed up at the minute. I've got to get on to reviewing those and getting that sorted. So
yeah, I've got the Fat Venom on the way and the Rusty Angel on the way as well.
Nice.
So hopefully she'll come out really nice because yeah, she's quite expensive when you work it out.
Yeah,
especially when I'm going to get taxed as well on top of that. So, God. This is then the deal with Display Box. So, displaybox.co.uk. That's their Easter sale, which ends on the Sunday.
That person over there, the big bust guy. Yeah, I can't remember who he is. Who's the big Guardians of the Galaxy guy that I got? In that crazy
12 or something? Or, no?
Something, yeah, something.
Charlie 16 or something?
Charlie something, yes. It's massive, well heavy. It's well heavy, yeah.
This Joker versus Archangel went up for pre-order last week with Figurama, so 2 weeks ago.
Who's this guy? Charlie 16?
It should turn upside down, dickhead. You'll be on the base.
Yeah, it really is.
You fucking idiot.
Oh, God, is the Galaxy Charlie 27. 271 of 350 made. I got a really good deal on these two guys. There's a little bit of minor damage. I touched it up with a bit of paint, so you can't really see any of the damage. Fucking awesome. But yeah, it's really cool. It's massive, this is. Like, this is really, like, you don't appreciate Just have I've had too many beers. I don't drink, do I? It's no good. I don't. You gotta be careful when you're back next to the Colossus. I'll tell you that. No good. You scuff and put you in trouble. That's no way. I can go trust this woman with my
Hey,
back.
Wolf in the house, how you doing? Did they do a Mecha Godzilla?
They did, mate. Yeah,
Series?
they did a few. They did a few different versions actually of Mechagodzilla. They did. They have like they have the years, so like 1975 and blah 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 and all these other ones. But I think they did like 2 or 3 be for reals Mechagodzillas. So yeah, and they're
What are
wicked as well
you?
because
What are
they're
you?
like
All
proper.
12 years old. We have 20-year-olds going to war and 40-year-olds playing with dragons.
That's it. I love dragons. Happy with that.
Yeah. Random Green, patiently waiting for the J&D Stellar Blade to be covered. Got the pictures in there, yep. Was a bit of a surprise though. Their tariff upcharge is raised to all customers for a flat price for everyone, not just US. That's actually a good topic because that's a big thing which came up in a few conversations about, we're going to absorb this and we're going to do that, and a lot of other people were like, well, that's not my problem because we don't pay these tariffs. So basically, we're going to be covering the tariffs for the Americans. And that was a big thing that did come up in a lot of conversations. And I do agree with that. So, but the other element is the biggest market for nearly every statue company is America. So that's where the problem is. So they have to cater to that biggest market.
I think it's actually great for fan art though.
Yeah.
For fan art, it's great because they just fuck with the values.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect them the same. It's going to hurt licensed companies a lot more than it will fan art companies.
Well, I think a lot of licensed companies will try to push their market outside of the USA, and they'll try and ship via sea as well. So
exactly.
I think that's what will happen. These are then the Galaxius. So we've got the Galaxius Cyclops. Like that.
It looks great.
Cool. It looks really nice. Storm looks fantastic. She looks really nice. And then you got the Iron Man as well. He's really cool. Obviously, that behind there is the bronze bust.
Yeah, when you're talking about the prices of these, though, they're like desktop heroes, aren't they? So they
were all like less than $100 retail. Yeah,
madness. Quality's really good.
Magneto was $88.
Really, really high quality for that price. To be fair.
Yeah. This then is the Hollywood Collectibles Jungle Hunter Predator, and my problem with Hollywood Collectibles is they never deliver. I don't think I've seen a fantastic Hollywood Collectibles piece ever. They got some pieces which are quite basic and quite simple. Like they got the APR or whatever it's called, the vehicle from Aliens. They got one of those that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've ever done anything that looks great.
Nothing noteworthy. Yeah.
No. Their Wishmaster was pretty cool. One of them. I was going to ask, is there any news from Galaxius? Yeah, they're still happening. They're still happening. As long as there's money to be made out of war, America will be their standing tall. Yeah. So this is their Jungle Hunter, and this is $1,600, $1,605.
Wow.
It's I think it's 36 inches, but that's mostly tree, and it's quarter scale. I just think with the market at the moment and with the pieces that Prime One are putting out, this has gone out at the same time as the Wolf, which we're going to cover later. And I've got to say that Wolf is probably the best Predator out there that's been released.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think this really even holds up to the stuff that's been released previously. It doesn't.
I don't think this holds up to the low-end ones that we had from Sideshow.
I agree. I think this looks like that.
No, and the thing is they. I mean, look at the face. It just looks quite basic. The amphibian freckling or whatever is just as yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So it's 36, a tall, 22 wide, 18 deep. I don't even like the positioning of it just doesn't. Yeah, it does nothing for me. It does absolutely nothing for me.
I
This
think the competition is too strong for something like that. Unfortunately,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
fighting with lions there. You got to, you're going to have to release something really, really shit up to be able to compete. I just don't think that hits the mark.
Thank you, Dante. This. Don't forget to like. Thumbs up, people. Yeah. So this is your Hollywood Collectibles. This is 1/4 scale, 500 edition size, 36 inches. I also think the base is just unnecessarily tall. It doesn't need that bit there. Just make it easier to cut about 4 inches off of that. Or even had the tree kind of somehow cracked or something, so it takes off like all of this bit. I don't know. Doesn't it just doesn't? I don't think it does anything. And 1,600, it's not a good price.
It's a steep price. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy, but that's not doing it for me. Yeah, I can't really. I've got nothing positive to say about it. Sorry. Even the moss on the tree looks shit. Yeah. This is the House of God piece. So this is, I'm going to probably butcher the name now. This is Scipio. It's House of Gog.
No, it's
and this is a ceremony.
It's the ceremony.
Ceremony. Yeah, but it's the Scipio. And this is actually, I need to talk to PA about this one because it's quite an interesting idea. This one was done with generative AI, which obviously has a very mixed response within the community. And it'll be something that, have a conversation with him about it. And
get him on the chat and have a discussion.
Yeah, we should have him on at some point to go through it. But it's just that he's got very mixed responses throughout different areas. And I know the House of Gog are very out there and they want to do these things with the art and be at the forefront with it. And I think that's doing that. And I think it's only a matter of time before more companies do pick up on it as well. This is something where, when you look at it from the different angles, it kind of reminds me of if the prey, Predator, had a baby with the Witch King. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But so
it's definitely something. It's something sort of like tribal and ancientness. It's very dark. It's fucking cool as fuck. I like it. But again, I like the fact that they've used a very limited palette and still made such a dramatic.
We can have Bray over at RT. Yeah. We can sort something out. But yeah, we'll discuss this.
When you look at this, it looks basically like shades of grey. It's got like black and like some white,
maybe
a bit of grey. Yeah, it's very limited in its palette, but it still really hits the mark and makes you feel something. So
yeah, but then when you look over
the way they can do
Pascal Blanche stuff, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love the way that they can do that because so many people, so many companies can't do that. So
24 inches high, 12.5 inches wide, and 10 inches deep. And then there's also the smaller version as well. So yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then there's some close-up details on there as well. Like really intricate details.
Yeah, nice.
And all that going on.
I don't really worry about bumping anybody in the dark bumping into anybody in the dark, but this is definitely not something I would want to run into.
No. It's almost like he's got like a nest, like nests in his eyes and like reeds and stuff, yeah.
It's got that sort of voodoo feel to this dark magic feel.
Well, you can imagine someone wearing it fucking dancing naked in the forest,
I don't know. You added the naked bit. Just them in that dance.
That's some spice to it,
You took the fucking clothes off, you fucking weirdo. You two.
Hey, nothing wrong with a bit of nudity.
It's interesting to me that you need someone's cock out to be afraid.
Brent used to work for McFarlane Toys as art director. He's cool and interesting, great guest for RT. No, we'll arrange something.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Pierre. I've had people on here that I thought would be great guests, and I've wanted to kill myself. So let's be careful now.
I thought we were going to get Pierre on, but then he didn't want to talk to us. 50 Shades of Grey. I cannot see a bishop's hat. Yo, yo, yo. Damn, I'm late now. No worries, Crippler.
So
Yeah.
I was
That's all
late
that
and all.
matters. Literally at 50, yeah. Crippler's is actually nuts in person. The eyes. No, I bet. The world Geo. XM Moon Knight or Sideshow. We'll get to it. They will get to it. Patience, Cola, man. Patience.
He wants to get to the fucking meat and potatoes, that guy. I like that.
That's the
Pretty
bit.
much
That's the bit that reminds
like
me
me
of
at dinner.
the
Yeah. It's funky
very
shit,
cool.
man.
Very clean photography as well.
You worry about fucking Piero and some of the artists that he sort of brings in.
What goes on in their head.
Yeah, there's
I said
going on
that about I said that about Franco because Franco's got like his horror
horror
line.
stuff. Yeah,
His
it's
horror
fucking
stuff is
fucked.
fucking messed up. Like really messed up.
Yeah.
And I said that, so I think his horror stuff is his strongest stuff, but I literally would
It's definitely
terrified to
most
be in his
creative
fucking
stuff,
head.
yeah, he will want to live there. It's like that fucking
Um,
film with Jennifer Lopez, isn't it? The Cell.
I watched that not long ago actually.
Fuck that is. That's weird. Fuck that is.
It's quite weird. That's the guy who's the killer is the guy who's Kingpin.
Ah,
He's also the guy from Full Metal Jacket, the guy who shoots himself.
yeah, I know Kingpin's that guy, yeah.
Yeah. You still haven't seen that film, have you, with Val Kilmer?
Which one?
Oh, you need to see that. The Salton Sea.
Oh yeah, you told me this before.
Yeah, he's in that as well. He's got no nose. He's got like a pig nose.
Anyway, who the fuck is this?
This is Natari from Avatar.
I know that you come. Who fucking made it? Who made this?
Studios.
Who?
Infinity Studios.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So this is the. There's two versions of this one. One's got more boob than the other one.
Why one then?
Yeah. I still haven't seen the second Avatar yet.
I'm not going to be popular, but I don't even rate the first one.
I think it's one of those ones that, like, I watched it in like 3D and it was an amazing experience. But yeah, it's pretty dull. Visually, it's amazing, but it's just dull.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just was a bit like, okay, it was all right.
Yeah.
I just didn't get the hype. Oh,
I liked it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You know? And then you got the Lobo, so this is 1/10, I'm assuming.
Yes, I'm Studios one. Is that actually? Isn't this quarter scale?
No, it's 1/10. I can see it on the fucking screen. That's why I said it.
Ah,
It made out like I knew, and then I actually read the screen.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I see. Pretending like you were guessing, but being right and fucking.
Do you know the Lobo image of Jason Momoa is meant to be AI and fake? That's all over Facebook.
It looked a bit strange. Didn't look right.
It's supposed to be. So apparently, someone came forward and said that they did it on AI and whatever else.
Can't trust anything you see now. Well bad.
Oh, there's loads of stuff where
trust us. You know, trust us here. We'll fucking show you the real stuff.
I don't like the dog.
I don't like this statue. I think it's shit. I'm not a fan of it at all.
Don't like the dog at all.
I'm a big Lobo fan, so for me, this doesn't hit the spot for me at all, even in 1/10 scale. I think this line is pretty strong. The Doom looks great. Lots of them look good, but I'm not sure about this one.
Base looks a bit well too busy.
I just don't like it. I don't like the pose. I don't like his build. So I'm not a fan.
Don't like the dog.
Yeah.
I don't mind Lobo as much.
Proportionally,
Lobo is the best part of it. But the dog I don't like at all. Aragon looks cool as well.
Some of our thoughts.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Aragon? No. His face is well fucked. He looks more like Boromir there. Look at that. He looks more like Boromir there, look.
Trying to take the little ones.
You see?
Yeah.
Like Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. Do you know that my wife, when she was younger, she worked at mother care and she actually put his babysit in his car? True story.
Yeah, he's meant to be a really nice guy.
Yeah, she said he was very nice. BMW, yeah, burgundy BMW he had.
Yeah,
He was very nice.
Spencer is really, really funny, really nice guy. This is then the J&D Stellar Blade. So this is the thing that's getting quite a lot of attention at the moment. And it was actually quite funny because the owner, people made a comment about they wanted the arse a little bit bigger. So he went back and he goes, okay, we're going to make it a little bit bigger.
5%.
So yeah, he listened. So this is Stellar Blade.
I don't know that.
So that gives a game, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, their pieces do look ridiculous. I just like they do look really good. But I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know this game. I've never played it, so I don't know. I mean, I can look at this statue and I can see the female form, and I'm like,
you mean you can appreciate it?
I can appreciate that looks amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know if it is actually based how it really is, how true to the game. So yeah, I think it looks fantastic.
It must be pretty true to the game if all they have a problem with is the arse size.
Yeah, and then that's
you're doing something right if that's all you get criticised for.
Yeah, that looks cool. They got the two coming out there like that.
Nice.
And again, I mean, I've been reading comments on the groups and things, and it seems to be very popular with.
Don't worry, yeah, good. It's good to know.
Fans, so yeah, it's good to see them doing it. This is then J&D again. This is the Witcher. This is the Henry Cavill version. I never actually really got into the TV show. I watched the first season.
I think I watched the first season. I didn't go any further with that either.
I think it became really confusing, and they kept fucking with the time. It just kept going back and forward, and I lost interest.
Yeah.
And I played the game. I actually loaded it up on my Steam Deck the other day because I realized I had it in my folder. So I loaded it up and I realized I got 140 hours on that game.
I don't even know. I don't really. I don't know if I don't know if any of my games measure that, or if it does, I don't know how I can read that information.
I think it does. If you go into like God of War and stuff like that, I think it tells you how many hours you played it.
Well, I spent a lot of fucking hours trying to beat that fucking Berserker King. I remember my son was watching me fight.
But Witcher, I think if I was to get a Witcher statue, I think I would go with the game version of him. I wouldn't go with the Cavill version. Yeah. I mean, but this looks amazing. Again, it looks like Henry Cavill. You know,
it's a bit weird.
Well, he's got this terrible wig on in Witcher. But yeah.
Which was funny with the hair, doesn't it? Sometimes you can really get past it, and sometimes it bothers you to shit out of you.
To be honest, I mean,
when it's like real hair, when it's like punched hair, something about that, I don't know why, it just never sits right with me. It never sits well.
I don't know, just because it's a bit like a doll. It's a bit like a doll, isn't it? It's just a bit like.
I just don't know. It just always bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me. I prefer sculpted, even if it doesn't look as real. I don't know why that is. I can't even tell you why.
Well, this is
when I look at two of them, and then one's sculpted and one's proper punched hair, I'm a bit like, I don't like the punched hair look. I just don't dig it all.
I mean, I've said that like loads of times. It's about with these J&D pieces, you know, they look so real. Like if you were to take pictures in the right setting, you would think it was a person there.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
You know, and I think, to me, I think it takes something away from the statue. You know, it takes away that identity of the artist, and that does bother me a little bit. I like to look.
Yeah, you've said about this with like art, where it looks where artists who are drawing try to make their picture look like a photograph, and in the end, it's sort of like it's all that time to make it look like something that takes no time. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? It's a bit of it's a complex standpoint. It's difficult. I know what you mean.
I mean, it's like it's been 3D sculpted. Someone has spent a lot of time and a lot of effort to make it look that way, and they've spent to get the paint that way, to get the hair, whatever. But in the end, it just like it gets to a point. It's like, well, you could have just 3D scanned that. You know what I mean? It just goes,
get
it takes away something from me.
Yeah.
This is then the J&D Joker. So let me just read up some comments. Someone, Greta can bust. It's great to see something different as this from House of God, considering we've had another Predator, plain looking Lobo, waiting for the legendary Beast Lobo. Yeah, that was going to be awesome. Let's go, J&Ds. Would love to see LBS Lobo. Apparently, it's not the dog, but an alien. A big joke. The Lobo in the comic that stomps dog to death when Lobo becomes possessed by neutral Jin, stomping him over the multiple panels. Okay. Yeah, but still, it does, I mean, like I'm just saying that I prefer the way the Sideshow dog looked over that dog anyway. New sponsored display box.
Well, the XM1, the XM1's good as well, where he's
still
throwing.
Sponsored by Todd as well. We alternate with the sponsors.
Yeah, we have 2 sponsors now, thankfully. So, you know,
I posted for sculpted hair as well, even though I can agree rooted hair does make it look more realistic, but then it becomes too dull-like in my eyes rather than...
Yes, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's something there. I think that I've got the same sort of problem.
I think as well with Gio and I, we skipped that level of like Hot Toys. We never experienced that at all. And I think there are a lot of collectors who transitioned from like figures into statues or statues into figures. So they might be a bit more tolerable towards that or more accepting of that. We just never did
There's
that.
also another factor to point out here, which is our childhood. Yeah. We come from an era where if you were walking around and you even touched something with rooted hair, you were gay as fuck. Yeah. And you were told so, right? Politically correct or not. You touched a Barbie, even carrying it by the hair, you were gay as fuck. So listen, there's something about that doesn't go away. That's there. That's ingrained in you. It's just how it is. I watched a fucking video today, and it's so true.
Yeah.
There's this video of this little
gay.
Yeah, I watched another video today, right, where there's this little like Korean woman, or I won't say that, like Asian woman, and she's got 2 like big heavy like things of water, and it's her inner monologue speaking, which is like, oh, it's heavy, I'm just going to put it down and give it a minute. And then there's a bit where it clicks back to the man, and the man is walking with it, and he's like, if I put this down, I'm gay. He's like walking, right? And he's like walking, and then in a monologue's going, gay, don't put it down.
It's like that thing as well where I think I've seen one similar with like the shopping, the car. And you got like a man, and he'll literally like take every single plastic bag at once.
Yeah.
Go, if I get this to the kitchen, I'm not gay. If I get this to the kitchen, I'm not gay.
But you know what? You know what it is? That was literally our fucking childhood. That was what it was like. That's the whole fucking thing. You can't just eradicate that because somebody says that you can't fucking think like that anymore. It's there. It's just there, and it's so fucking true. And I've got to admit it. With the rooted hair situation, it's the same type of problem. When I look at it, I instantly think it's a little bit like doll-like, like Barbie. I go doll-like, Barbie-like, gay. That's how it goes in my head. So I'm like, no, I like sculpted. Even it looks fuck all like the person. Just sculpt this fucking hair for me. Like, make it look. Let me think about a man with his hands sculpting that shit and making that lump of fucking clay sing. That's what I want. That's masculine for me. So I'm like, yeah, I like
critical mass in the house. How you doing? Damn right, you. Even everyone, how you doing, Nick? Congratulations on the wedding.
That's it. Female sculptor with her hands sculpting making a piece of face.
Nick Chesh just got married, by the way.
Who did?
Nick Chesh just got married.
Oh yeah, I saw it on his profile, man. Congratulations, brother. Really happy for you. It looked like a nice do, and I think I saw a picture of his.
COC members refused to comb their J&D statue's hair, I heard. Yes, it's time for Hot Toys. Yeah.
It's hard. It's there. It's ingrained. Got to accept it.
I know I loved the depiction of Alex Ross Joker cover. Perfect sculpt. Preferred sculpt. Yeah. So basically, it's the LBS Joker sold out.
This is Legendary Beast Studio. Say their name properly. For fuck's sake.
LBS. I said LBS.
Yeah, but I don't like that because it's like that just goes past. Just comes off the tongue. You have to accompany the props, man. This is actually sold out. Loads of different like versions of this actually sold out. And I think this looks like that. Alex wasn't too keen on this, but Alex ain't got a fucking clue. This actually looks great. I think this is really fucking nice. Love all the switch outs. I'll tell you something as well. While I was in Cyprus, I went to like the mall, the King's Mall thing there that was in Paphos, and you know what they had? They had that the throne Batman from Prime One, and they had the Crow from Sideshow there. A couple of things were in the shop, and the one where he's sitting, you know, where he's got the Batman mask right over the side of his head, sitting with his legs sort of slightly open. Really nice.
No, Ramirez. Ramirez. No, I can't remember the artist now.
Very nice. Anyway,
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
the base has the typical Prime One situation where there's just elements of it that are dull as fuck, but it is really nice. And this actually looks fantastic as well. It's a great job.
This is a really low edition size as well. This one.
This one's Prime One. I don't understand what they did with Robin here. Is that not Robin? Is that Raquel now?
This is old. This is old. This Dark Knight 3.
Yeah, but who the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's a Robin who's a girl. And that's in the story. In Dark Knight is a girl.
Don't worry, say no more.
Isn't it Barbara Gordon? No.
Robin was
Barbara Gordon.
I don't know. Fuck no.
Yeah, but this comic's from like the 90s anyway. It's nothing new.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, it's weird. Looks weird.
But this one's really low edition.
It's definitely Netflixed that a little bit. Sure.
Yeah, this is a really old story.
Yeah.
The one with the fucking lightning, the famous couple with the lightning. That's after this.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, no, this is after that. Sorry, just after.
So what the fuck happened to proper Robin? He died.
Fucking die and get fucking battered.
Don't forget him.
Probably.
And then it was replaced by. Isn't Barbara Gordon like disabled? Is that why?
Because she gets battered by someone.
So okay. So all right. Now I'm starting to get the picture. Barbara Gordon replaces Robin and gets fucked as well.
That's the Robin after he transitioned. Looks like Batman and Robin sitting in a bird's nest. Your stories are great. Never change. I'm from your era also. Yeah.
Used to us. So, the last great fucking era.
But yeah, this one's low. It's like, if I remember looking up, it was like 125 or something.
I think this is a very beautiful piece. I have to say, I think this looks fantastic. I do like the look of it. I'm not like I hate Prime One, so but I'm also unfortunately I'm blessed with this thing called honesty. Even if I don't like you and you say something that's right, I'm going to say, yeah, you're right. That's just how it goes. I actually think this looks really, really decent. That whole diorama thing looks really cool. So fair play.
And this then is the Megan third scale.
I'm tempted to watch it, but I still haven't got around to watching it yet.
It's all right, but it's just lacks having it doesn't have any good depths. It needs better depth for it to because it's
people do die, but they're just shit. It's just shit. It's not like final not fantasy, final destination levels.
It just needs to be a bit more gory, I think. And it is quite creepy. Like the doll's quite creepy. I honestly I don't know who would buy this. And I thought this was cancelled. They put out a load of messages about cancellations, and I thought this was cancelled.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the Platinum Master line, so it's their more expensive line as well. 250 edition sized, $1,400, and you get like glass eyes, and I think it's
fuck this to be fair.
Silicon and stuff as well.
Do you know who I can see owning this? You know that fucking guy? He had loads of cool shit. We used to talk to him all the time. Don't think he does his channel anymore. He had all that horror shit, like really disturbing shit.
Jason something?
Yeah, the guy. I don't know if it's Jason. It was like an Essex lad. I just remember he had like all this stuff, and I used to think if I ever woke up in his gap by accident, like you'd end up swinging all around his house because he's got like fucking crazy.
Oh, you're talking about Gypsy Catcher.
Gypsy Catcher, that's him. Yeah, and he had some crazy. He had like really terrifying shit in his house.
He bought something off me, I think. Gypsy catcher. Draven, what the fuck are you doing?
Licking my bollocks.
But yeah, this one again it's like a bit of a weird license really to pick up on, and
No
I
one's
mean
doing
they're making
it.
a sequel. They're making a sequel to it, so it must have been popular enough. But
Alex, I'm talking crazy and tell me what the football score is, for fuck's sake. What happened at end?
full time today, it's finished. 5-4 to Man United.
Yeah.
Right. And then I just think this one's a bit of a weird one, really.
I've got to be honest, I've just seen the trailer for this movie. I've not seen it. So
again, I mean, the movie was better than I thought it was going to be, but it weren't like it didn't just going to change anything. You know, you're going to like, ooh, well, that's amazing.
it's funny because I got a notification like on my phone, from Zavi saying Tombstone was like Steelbook. I was like, oh my god! I went on there like because I still remember sadly the first time that ever happened that Tombstone come onto Blu-ray, and it was the only one. I was at work and I had clients all fucking day, and I was waiting. I got like the message like I don't know like really early in the morning, and then I was like I had clients all day. So by the time I got a chance, it was about 3 o'clock. I went on there and it was sold out. And it like then is selling for like crazy money for ages, like for years. So when it fucking went off the other day that Tombstone was coming out in like 4K Steelbook, blah blah blah, I was like, I need to get this before this is gone. And I think fucking that was the day that Val Kilmer died.
Oh yeah.
So I got it, I bought it, and then literally I think a couple of hours later Val Kilmer died. I was like, fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? I think that's weird. You know, the moments you just think that's strange.
Yeah.
That would happen like that. Just like, fucking hell. But anyway.
Come here, fuckhead. Come here now.
He didn't mean it, Mary. Go back to bed.
This is then the Morrigan, which is
come here, fucking come here now. Well, he didn't mean it, Mary. Go back.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good boy.
The dog, I think.
Daddy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, my big black sausage. Yeah, you go. So this is Morrigan. This actually looks really nice. Bonus version gets the name plaque, which I'm never a fan of anyway, but
wow, this is nice, yeah.
That's really nice.
A lot going on though, innit? That's nice.
It is busy, but this is like 400 edition size, £1,100.
Yeah,
but you
can't argue. I can't argue with
quite a lot of base for that. Quite a lot, you know. In this day and age, it does seem
just like quite elevated. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other shit that's taken a lot of real estate there.
Where are we? Robin had a transition. Anyone displaying Megan needs a hard drive checked. Carrie Kelly. Sorry, Carrie Kelly. Who's that? No. Yeah. Curious to see Megan in person. Would actually be scary than more well done finishes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not opening your one, Leon. Needs an automatic random blinking eyes though. Yeah. Another Megan. Yeah, there's a trailer for Megan too. Speaking about Kilmer, who's getting the RaddTitan curse tonight? Yeah, they said that we basically spoke about George Foreman and he died, and then we spoke about Val Kilmer and he died. So who are we going to talk about today?
Bill Cosby.
God.
Like my fucking timing on that. Let's have a conversation about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby or Rolf Harris?
God. Morgan's first statue is made contemplating the 500 blood option. Val Kilmer in Heat was awesome. I watched Heat actually about 4 days ago. Yeah. He actually is the only one who survives, isn't he?
He's brilliant at that. What do you mean? Al Pacino survives, you fucking idiot.
No, the robbers, dickhead.
Yeah, I think he's the only one.
There's a thing with Val Kilmer that he talks about. He talks about with Val Kilmer where he says, there's this funny thing I heard about. There's like some military training camp or something like that, and they show like doing a presentation, and they showed the scene from Heat where he's like got a machine gun and he turns around and he unloads and loads.
Yeah.
They say, look, if you can't load faster than that fucking actor, then you're out of it. And they showed the scene from Heat.
You gotta be careful with that kind of thing because, like, you know, I've seen Keanu Reeves, and they say that he is shit up, like really, really good, alarmingly good. When he does John Wick and shit, they say like he's really fucking good. Like,
I think it was like some kind of special forces or something like that. They basically showed the video and go like, by the end of this, if you don't load up quicker than that fucking actor, you're out of it. And he says, when I heard that, I fucking loved it. You know,
it's brilliant.
It's 45 wide, 37 deep, 55. That ain't too bad. Quite a nice size, actually. Yeah. Then you have the Wolf Predator. This is a really nice piece. I mean, this is $3,000. And apparently they're trying to do some bit of FOMO here. Only a few spots left.
Oh, nice.
Trying to like get you in there. Like, so you open up and you're like, oh, I better buy that. 999 of them available. Bonus parts, so you got the mask. So the mask and the scratch on. This is always my problem with Prime 1 is they do these additions which are so minor. So when you look at this actual mask,
you're not going to notice.
You're never going to notice.
At a glance, you're not going to notice. But I've got to be honest. I don't think your argument is unfounded. I actually completely agree.
Well,
we were talking about. I shared the. I can't remember. I think it was I shared fan art Jubilee that that a group that I'm in is making, and he's done 4 heads, right? So he's done like glasses on over the face, glasses above the eyes, right? Different feature on the face, so completely different expression. And then there's one blowing a bubble, right? And then there's one with her tongue out like that, and then like, you know what I mean? And her hand is either up with like all the fucking like effects that she can do, or just the fist up with nothing. And you're just like, you look at all 4 of them portraits and they're completely unique, but they all express the character of her, which is, you know, playful, young, enthusiastic, exuberant. You know, they're all elements of Jubilee. If you've like read the comics or you've watched the animated series, they're all elements that exist in that character. And I like that, right? But then you get to this shit and you're like, one has a crack and one doesn't, and you just think, what the fuck are you doing?
But that's not it. There's even the unmasked heads are similar. So so what I'm saying, so this is the masked one where it's just got the fucking little bit of battle damage on it,
yeah.
Then you go like, let's go through these a little bit. So you got a bonus part, you got the shoulder cannon, which is pretty cool. It's got his own little stand.
Yeah, nice.
Then you got the mouth open like here. So you got all of the kind of heads, and you can kind of see it a bit better there, where you know the head, you know, is a bit more open, but it's just not enough. To me, it's just not enough. You know, it's just a little bit more open. And then when you have them next to each other, it's just like the whole top part of the head is exactly the same sculpt.
Yeah.
All the differences is just like, you know,
the angle of the bomb.
It's just like, okay, yeah, it's just a bit lazy. And
I just think it just appears more like a grab than anything else.
Yeah.
Well, how do we do the minimum amount of work and make it look like you're getting the maximum amount of work from us?
Even that, you got like a hand like that, a hand like that.
I need you.
There you go. Like, you look at the heads next to each other, just.
I think this is something that Prime 1 is 100% guilty of. I think it's very fucking obvious that they do this. I don't know why. Because who needs to display all these fucking heads? Nobody needs this.
Yeah.
If there's not enough of a variation.
But the I mean, this statue. I mean, it looks amazing. I think it still looks great.
Oh yeah, of course. They make some fucking shit on Predators.
And apparently, I don't know the shipping on this is really expensive as well. So I think it was like £1,400, $1,400 to ship. This is then Pure Arts. This is from Resident Evil. This is from the Village. So this is Mother Miranda, which I had no idea because I didn't play that. So this one was released today. So $900. Again, looks like a pretty cool piece, but I don't know anything about it. The labs in the base, and it had Leggy Damascus or whatever her name is. So like that's actually their sizes.
I don't know who she is, that one on the left, but I always fancy her a little bit.
She's this like 8-foot woman in Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, she's
like
quite busty.
That's like
she looks like she might be a bit Irish. She's definitely up past street.
But that's how like their size when they're next to each other.
Right.
They're not. That's not like a third scale and a quarter scale.
Yeah,
that's
gotcha.
like
Characters.
Yeah, she's like massive, but no, it's cool. Again, I haven't played that. So then you got the so PCS. This is the Emperor on Throne, which was shown a few weeks ago, and then the Emperor Hyper Real is going to come out and it's going to go for pre-order next Thursday around Star Wars Celebration. So yeah, that's coming there. So he's got the silicon head. More images are coming out tomorrow anyway. And then they got the Rocky 3 diorama.
Love that one.
Which is quite hard to photograph, I think, anyway.
I love that.
Stallone, I think, is quite a hard character to sculpt because
I think they did really well with this one.
Well, I think
and I love this. I love this scene. It's like, you know, I'm a massive, like, huge. You'll struggle to find a bigger Rocky fan than me. You really will. And this is a beautiful moment. At the very beginning, it's at the end of Rocky 3, and then it's also repeated at the start of Rocky 4, where, you know, he trains him to beat Clubber Lang in the rematch, doesn't he? He loses the first fight because he just, you know, he's more shits and giggles, and I think his whole strategy, his style doesn't suit that opponent. And Apollo Creed teaches him how to beat him. And in the end, you know, obviously what started off as a crazy rivalry ends up being very close friendship. And they have this match, which is part of the deal. So the deal was, at the end of this, once I've trained you to beat Clubber Lang, you're going to owe me a big favor. This is what Apollo Creed says to Rocky. You're going to owe me a big favor. He doesn't tell him what it is. And he says, what favor? He's always like, what favor? When it's over. When it's over, we'll discuss. And then at the end of the film, you see them walking into like an empty gym in the middle of the night, very dimly lit, into a boxing ring. And they get in, and it's just basically they've agreed that they'll have their match, their third fight, because obviously Rocky lost the first fight, won the second fight, and then basically they're having their decider, their rubber match is going to happen. And this is that moment. You see them sort of dancing around, and Rocky saying, like, how are you going to beat me? You've taught me everything you know. And Apollo Creed says, listen, almost everything. Now, remember, you fight great, but I'm a great fighter. And then they as he's moving around, it's like, you know, I mean, they were the wrong guy, like Rocky's saying, you know. And then they basically hit each other at the same time. Rocky throws a straight left because he's southpaw, which means he fights off his right-hand jab, and his power shot is the overhand left. And Apollo Creed is an orthodox fighter, which means he jabs with the left hand, and his right hand is the power hand. And they're basically hitting each other at the same time. And then it stops and freezes.
Yeah.
And that's the end. And you don't know what happens. It's only later that it's revealed in Rocky Balboa, the sixth film, where he basically admits that Apollo Creed won that fight. Because nobody knew that before that.
Yeah.
But Apollo Creed won that decider. But this is the moment that happens. And I think this is a really good depiction of it, because this is not easy. This is not an easy moment to capture. See, he's landing straight left, and Apollo Creed's coming over the top with a straight right. and that is basically what's going on. So it's ended where it's almost completely equal. You understand? That's why they froze it and they don't tell you no more of what happened. You always intrigued as Rocky fans, and or boxing fans. I mean, I don't know any boxer that don't like Rocky, so this is a great depiction. So I actually think they did really well with the portraits of Apollo Creed in this. I think Rocky looks pretty decent as well.
Well, I tried to get another picture from the team just because it's hard. With Stallone as well. I mean, his face is quite mashed up anyway, so he's quite hard to get a good picture of anyway. But also, then he's been around for nearly 50 years of acting, so people have a different image of what they think he should look like. And it's the same with Arnold. You get people going, "Oh, in Conan he should be this, this, and this," and he's like, "No, you're thinking more like that's more like Terminator. That's not the build he had." So they do change
you're talking about the amount of fat that's sort of in his face as well. It's important to remember that.
This went up for pre-order today. And also we did the tease, so be afraid, be very afraid.
Oh, what's that from?
There you go. That's the Fly.
Is that the Fly? No, I would never have got that. That's cool.
Then you got the Deadpool fine art bust tease as well. So this was we put that out on April 1st, which I did say that a lot of people could have think is a joke, but it's because April the 1st is Deadpool Day.
Yeah, I know.
So, and also the Planet of the Apes license as well. This is classic and new.
So nice. I would like to see some nice Caesar collectibles and shit, to be honest.
Then you got Unicron, which that came out last week. So quite a lot of pieces. I mean, it's a lot of work. So this was out last week. Unicron, massive piece, and huge, like 24 inches high to the top of his crown. I think 43.5 wide inches. So it's like a meter wide.
Shit.
Yeah, you can take the wings off as well. We're going to be posting some pictures about the wings a bit soon.
Any other switch ups?
No, just the wings could come on and off and just be displayed differently. There's no switch outs. Is this your shop you went to?
No, this is the shop I was telling you about. Yes, I see this in the King's Mall in Paphos. Went in there, had a little look around. They had that McFarlane Hulk there, which is actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's like about €75 that was. I was quite tempted to pick that up.
But I was How big is it?
That's pretty decent. So I'd probably say, like, you can see my hands, but I'll probably wear my. So I'd probably say probably about that.
Okay.
So, what are you talking? Maybe 13 inches, 12 inches, around that sort of size.
I'm not a McFarlane Hulk fan, to be honest.
No, but it's pretty cool. I mean, like as a book stand or like something, it's like something to put near your stuff. It's pretty cool.
I think you would like it more if they had the Hulk where he's kind of down, like in the Hulk above him. If there's a
that's what that's what I would want to see, like both of those. Yeah. You're talking about the monster. The monster within, or
I can't remember, but it's where it's like the Hulk is like holding it up, kind of thing.
Yeah, he's holding it on his back, and
what did you think of this one?
What's that? The crow. The crow. It was deceptive in its size. It's like it's bigger than you think, and I thought it looked great. The base was a bit. I didn't like the base.
Yeah, the base is questionable.
No, I just thought it didn't look well painted. It didn't look well put together. I didn't like the base, but he looked great. Like the figure was decent. It was nice.
Yeah, I need to see it in person.
Huh?
I haven't seen it in person.
It's nice. It's nice. Like I said, it's bigger than you think. It struck me the size of it. I was like, "Fuck, it's pretty decent size." The size of that, and then that was really nice.
Yeah,
that was really decent.
Yeah, that's Ramirez. I can't remember the artist now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then this is the Sideshow. This one up for pre-order today. This is Cobain, and so this is from Mandalorian, and it's Cowboy. So 22.6 inches tall. Quite a popular character.
Very popular. I've seen him a lot.
This then is a piece from Critical Mass, which this actually is quite nice as well. This is a Sideshow.
Really nice. I just don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and it's about 20 inches, so it must be like 5th scale maybe. And it's actually a pretty decent price as well. It's like $325. Again, no white here. Lucian, the Neo Summoner of Neo Summon of Mighty Noon. It doesn't say scale on there, but yeah. But it looks cool. Looks really cool.
Very cool. Yeah, vibrant.
Apparently that Hulk is on Amazon for £50. The Hulk is £50 on Amazon when I picked up mine.
Very reasonable price. That it's about 75 in this shop, so I was a bit like, that's reasonable.
Southpaw basically a left hand dominates, throws fighters off.
Yeah.
Big core of Rocky's favour was Apollo to join him as a human centipede with Mickey and Polly. Okay. Yeah, Lady D. Yeah. So yeah, this one is cool. 20 inches high.
Something about this reminds me a little bit of that fucking dude from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
It's like blue and he's got all them fucking balls around him.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, the Sideshow Hulk. Because this was this in that?
I mean, hand pictures of the latest one that come in.
Oh, I thought this was in that shop you're at.
Nah. I wish I'd have seen this in person. I haven't. It's cool though. I think it looks pretty cool.
What's the variation on the Rocky dial? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's the variation? I don't think there's any swap out parts. So yeah, it's big old piece, you can tell.
The good thing about that dial though, as well, is it has little nods to certain things. So like at the front of it, it's got like Mickey's, like Mighty Mick's gym, like the side of the gym, obviously where that fight actually happened. Then it's got all the sort of the ring and the gold and gloves and all things going all around and the bits and pieces like that. Some nice details on that.
Yeah.
Whoever made that piece, I think they did their due diligence very well. As a fan of Rocky, I think they did fairly well.
Yeah, a lot of work has gone into it. A lot of work. It was delayed by quite a long time. Then you got the Moon Knight tease they put out, and then they showed the image today.
Yeah,
which was quite impressive actually. Quite nice.
Yeah, a lot of people have a little bit of an issue with the cape. I think what maybe Sideshow are trying to depict is the fact that Moon Knight's cape sort of is almost like mist and smoke. It sort of merges between the two things. It's almost like spawns in a way. It's almost alive. There's elements of this that I really like. I really like the wolf. I really like him over the top of it. I like how fucking jacked he looks. I think it's pretty cool. The real question is like how like the paint is going to be. You know, in this picture with the dull background, I think he looks a bit dull, and he's not meant to be. It's a very interesting concept with Moon Knight because Moon Knight is like, in a way, it's quite like Batman.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas you remember when you play the Batman game and you basically become more powerful the more afraid they are of you. You become stronger. The more afraid they are, the criminals are of you, you become more powerful in the game. And this is pretty much the same situation with Moon Knight. Moon Knight is bright white, fucking glowing, floating and flying about. He wants to be seen. He's one of those sort of characters. So I hope that they've got this white enough and bright enough that it's got a bit of that fucking boom, wow. The contrast off the wolf is what I'm looking for. So
a couple of people have said they think it looks like Daniel Bell's sculpt.
Yeah, I could probably see that. Yeah, I wouldn't. You know, he's a fantastic sculptor. It could be his. Sure.
Brian, if you go on the website, if you go on the Rocky website, so the PCS website, you click on Rocky. There's only one. It does say choose a variation, but there's only one to choose from. For example, if you go into Mr. Stay Puft, actually I should drag it from the screen, shouldn't I?
I need to go to the toilet. Carry on your waffle.
If you go to the website, it says choose. There's only one to select. If you then go on to, say, for example, Mr. Stay Puft, which has 2 versions, then there are 2 there. So yeah, there's only one version of it. Okay. And so yeah, I've got the Moon Knight. Let's see where we're going after that. I'll go away for Georgia now because this is the custom stuff now. But yeah, no, this looks great. I do love the Werewolf by Night on the base there, and I think it kind of adds quite a lot to the piece. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the whole piece of this from other angles as well. So we'll see.
This is my last drinking day, by the way, since I've come back from holiday.
Your last drinking day.
Yeah, I got to be gymming
I
up
just
and
looking drinking coffee. So
smashing it into the fucking summer now. Just got to get some work done. So this is my last hurrah.
right. So next up, here you go. This is then the Wolverine versus Silver Samurai custom piece.
Yeah, I like these pictures. I put these up on Instagram a lot, which is just like the concept, then basically the sculpt, and then basically where it's going. So there's a series of these. Like I say, I'm a mod in a few different fan art groups. So sometimes if there are things that come up that people want, you're better off just PMing me, and I can sort of give you the details about it. But I do share some stuff in the RaddTitan page and group occasionally. But this is one of them things. I think this is a fantastic. I really like seeing this. I like seeing like characters like Silver Samurai. This for me, this is just a personal thing. So don't get your fucking pants in a twist or any shit. But I think fan art is at its truest and its best when it does characters that no fucker wants to touch.
Yeah,
that's for me where fan art excels. And I think like characters, they were grossly underused. I mean, we are in 2025 and Sideshow are now putting out a Moon Knight. And even if they do, that's 2 licensed quarter scale Moon Knights in existence. That's it. That's a very low amount. So I think there's characters that everybody wants to do Wolverine versus Sabretooth. That's great. And then when they've done that, they go with, oh well, what about Omega Red? And that's great. But the Silver Samurai is like one of the arch nemesis of Wolverine. Nobody touches the character. So I'm really pleased to see him represented in this way. So
yeah.
And I think, the problem, and I'm going to say this, the problem with Wolverine versus Sabretooth, right? And here is the problem. They're fucking similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Similar in lots of ways. Like in terms of color scheme, they're similar. You can put the yellow and blue suit on, and then you put the Sabretooth, you can make him a bit more orange, but they're still similar. So if you do brown Wolverine versus silver Sabretooth, they're not the same. Like the same colors. So it really merges badly. And I think this is going to be really nice with the silver and the white and the red. They're all colors that Wolverine doesn't have. So this as a statue is going to be very, very impressive.
And big. Really big.
I think so. I'm really happy to see this. I'm really happy to a proper nemesis, a proper villain Wolverine that isn't Sabretooth or Omega Red.
Yeah.
So happy with that. Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to seeing the whole thing. This sends Alan from Invincible. So custom Alan.
Yeah, I think that's the same people that are doing my I think he's the one doing my Battle Beast.
Oh, is it?
So I think if you've ordered this and you've ordered Battle Beast, I think you get a deal. Pretty good as well. It's a pretty big deduction, I think.
That's a massive base, man. That's so big.
They're proper. These my Battle Beast. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Well, all script.
Have you started the new season yet?
No.
No,
Pussy. Call me what it is.
I didn't call you pussy.
I'm still trying to end Dexter season 8. I'm nearly there, and I am also straddling that with Cobra Kai, which I know that Cobra Kai's ended now, and I want to get to the end of it.
And it's ended Batman versus Joker.
Yeah, this is collector's pictures as well. I think they did a really good job with it.
Good. Yeah, it came out really good.
It's really nice. I like these kind of pictures because you really get an idea of what you're looking at here, and I think that's great.
Yeah, there's no fucking around with the colours. It's just, it seems to be what it is, you know.
Exactly. Got a fair representation of the work.
Yeah, I think it looks clean. This is Arnie Kim, who's one of the best in the business.
The most realistic Bruce Lee portrait I've ever seen.
Arnie Kim is amazing. Very
if someone
expensive.
sent me a picture of that with someone with their arm around it, I'd say he's alive. It's fooled us all. It's the most ridiculous fucking portrait of Bruce Lee I've ever seen.
He's done loads of really, really good ones over the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
His like heads for statues, they're like, it's like £2 just for a head.
I'm not fucking surprised though, dude.
This is Dark Child.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the face, actually.
No. Slightly anime, that, isn't it?
Bit too anime, yeah. The body's great. The body's fantastic, but the face just a bit off for me. That's some of their other projects there. I thought this was Dr. Fate. Who's this?
So this is the Redeemer. This is another point I'm trying to make about exactly the same thing. You know, like fan art companies making fan art pieces that like people want, but no fucking legitimate company will touch these characters. So this is the Redeemer.
What does he do? Do you know?
Nah, I don't fuck. Not my character at all.
Yeah, I thought he was Dr. Fate.
I think Bowen did a bust of him. I think he might have done a bust of him, but yeah, he's like I know that he says he was once a king and then a traitor. He tries to go around and fucking like save people. He's basically like Marvel Comics fucking Christianity fucking character almost, in a way.
But there is the Black Knight.
Yeah, but I mean this one just like is really cool. I think I posted into the actual group. You know, when you've done your homework, I said there was a picture I did, which is actually the panel. This is taken off of, and it's identical.
Oh,
Only difference is
I'll probably take the pictures.
The US switch out with the sword and stuff and him pointing and that. But it just looks the fucking bollocks. So
it's cool. Pointing, yeah. The sword. The Omni Man.
Yeah, this is like I quite like this because this is like a whole set. So you get Omni Man, and then you get I think that
Redeemer looks like he's from the Spawn universe.
Looks like who?
Redeemer looks Spawn universe.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a good shout. It does. It does. It definitely does. So this is like I feel the Viltrumites, isn't it? So there's him, and then there's the girl. Yeah, so there's him, and then there's the girl, and then there's the other dude.
Conquest.
Like a fan.
You haven't seen that yet, have you?
Nah.
Oh man, he's fucking so good. Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest is amazing.
Yeah, and then you've got them all together in the next race of him, and then them all, and it's actually very well placed like that.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like that level of idea and thought. Like if I think that's really fucking cool. So I know this is at the moment. This is just a digital render. So we're talking early stages here, but I do like it. It is cool.
Yeah. And you got the Jubilee you were talking about there.
Yeah, so this is the Jubilee. This PO has actually gone live, and so many people in the group have already got it. I don't think there's many of these left. So if anyone wants one, you need to PM me. But it's actually really
look how small the footprint is. Well, small. Look at that.
Yeah, but that's with no effect. So then when you go, see, this is how if you like museum and then it goes like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you've got the head with, the hat, the shades on, then the shades above her head. So you could have got a lot of options with this. It's actually really fucking reasonable. I think this is like 1,100 USD. And I think there's only about 25 of these.
Oh wow!
So, and obviously you got the 4 portraits and all of the thing. So you got the one, that one with the head and that, and then you've got the glasses, and then you've got the spit in the bubble. Like making a bubble. But it's just, it's really.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
The
definitely
face
the
is
best.
amazing though. Yeah, the face looks really cool.
This is definitely the best. The best Jubilee I've ever seen, for sure, easily.
Bubble.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, yeah.
Just got such Madonna vibes and fucking 80s retro. Fucking, I just love it. I think it's spot on.
Mm.
I do dig it a lot. I think it's really nice, and I like the fact that she also isn't like a kid. She's like a bit.
Well,
grown
I
up.
was going to say, like, I wanted to be careful because I'm not sure how old she's meant to be, so I kept my comments to myself.
I think I've got her here. She's a bit older. Like she's not like fucking 12 or 14 or anything like that. She's definitely a bit older. She's like 17, 18 here, maybe a bit older than that, maybe about that. But I think this is a really good fucking Jubilee. To be fair.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice. It's
Yeah,
concept.
and you've got sort of like these are things I can lift off the group, which are quite handy to share here. But like these are concepts before anything even gets made.
Was that going to be the art print, or was it?
I don't know if it's that. I genuinely think like if you go back to the first picture, that's it. It's like from there, the idea and design sketch to the the sort of print. This is what we're going to make. To how do we make it in statue form, and this is it. And I fucking love how they do that.
Oh, there you go.
One of my favourite things in collecting is watching the progression
Oh,
from
yeah,
basically the sketch to the fucking statue. I don't know why. I've always loved that.
No, I'm a big fan of that. I love all the behind the scenes stuff.
And this is what I'm talking about, the head. You can see what I'm saying. You've got 4 completely different head sculpts here.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see. If you're going to put fucking 4 heads
well,
on,
like is even the one with the glasses, normally if you have the glasses on or off, it would be the same.
Exactly.
And they've even changed that.
Yeah, and the angle where her head is at. Yeah. You've got to look. All of the head angles are different. Every fucking single one. She's looking with the bubble. She's looking over to her left shoulder. The right, she's got it a bit more tucked in. The bottom, the other one is more central with the tongue out, and the other one's going to bottom left with the sort of like with the glasses above her eyes. It's just as ever so slightly. Whoever did this, because I don't know who the actual sculptor art is, because it's like a fucking a secret, but they've thought about it. And I love the fact that even the slight position of her head changes the statue. So I love it.
I found out? I found out the other day?
And I'm only, by the way, I'm only mods in reputable groups that I have bought things from and I trust. So I would mod any other groups. I get asked fucking every day to come and like mod stuff. And with these, I was a bit like, yeah, I definitely would. So because these are top level shit.
Yeah, they're pretty good stuff. I found out the other day is like, like last level.
Yeah.
Whenever they're like, oh yeah, this is Franco. This is Franco.
Yeah.
This is Franco. Most of it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Most of it now is they'll tell you it's a Franco sculpt, but it's not. It's Franco art direction. He's art directing another sculptor.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Sadly.
Yeah, that's what someone told me the other day. Anyway, this is Peter Porker. So yeah, you got that. Not something I would ever buy, but cool little addition.
Definitely a nice ad, isn't it?
Let's add on to the Scarlet Spider there. This then is the STZ Spider-Man, and
I like this.
Yeah, nice.
I really like this. I think this is. I couldn't believe someone messaged me and was like, that's like 600. It's like 100 to get, 100 USD to get a deposit, and then it's like 600 in total. I was like, shit,
really?
It's very fucking reasonable, but I don't know the group, and I don't know if they're reputable, and I don't. I just don't do that.
They do some good things. Tyler picked up a couple of bits from them. They did the ones eating the pizza.
Oh yeah, they're nice pieces. They're
and
really
then
nice.
they also did the Rhino that we saw the other week.
Oh, right, I love that. How much is that?
1,000. No.
I'm interested in that, right? I'd like that.
Yeah, but this piece is massive. There's a picture.
Oh, yeah. It's
The
not, it's not,
last picture I've got, because I found it somewhere else after you sent it, is a guy standing behind. Ah, fuck, it must be later on. Must have fucked up that. There's a guy standing behind it in one of the pictures.
okay, we'll keep going and get there.
Superman, that doesn't look
I think
good.
Stuart Murray might have sent me this.
That don't look too smart. No. That looks better, but yeah, the other one. It looks like Ultron on the
Action
base as
figure,
well.
a bit action figure, bit He-Man.
There you go. Big.
Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, it's a
That's
big one.
probably like 30 inches, isn't it?
It's big man.
Really big. Well, you telling me that's $700?
About six
No,
in
you
total.
said 100 and then 6.
I don't know if it's the message I got was like it's 106 total. So like, yeah, I don't know how accurate that is. I can't. I mean, something when I look at it, I don't think that's right. This doesn't make sense to me to be that cheap, but that's what I was told. The person that told me is no fucking idiot. So if it was a fucking idiot, I wouldn't even mention it on the chat. But the person I actually, he's no fault. So
Hex.
but Alex gonna buy it.
Puss. And no, that's not Spider-Man. So early bird.
It is, isn't it?
No way.
Yeah, I told you.
No, George. Do not. No. It's first of all, it's 78.5 centimeters high. Yeah.
Yeah.
27.5 centimeters deep. 25.5 wide. Yeah. Early bird price, yeah?
Uh-huh.
$699 USD.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Shipping included.
Oh, fuck off.
No way.
This is what I was saying. Must be 100 shipping then.
No, the shipping is included.
That's what I mean. 100 shipping. It's 100 deposit, 6.
139 deposit, 699 total.
Listen.
So if I go here, wait, because sometimes they fuck up things. If I go full payment buy now, I agree. I've got to log in. I log in with Google.
Are you in this group then to be able to do this?
Yeah.
Because like my fucking groups are tighter than a nun's arse. You can't do that. You want something that
he wants me to log in.
You've got to contact me and I'll set you up with the right people. There ain't
Apparently,
no fucking.
I mean, I don't know if their English is bad, but it says 699 shipped to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I might have ordered that.
I thought when I told you the price that you would check, and then I thought if it was right, you would buy it. That's exactly how I do this.
The thing about that is I need another fucking Peter Parker. Like I need another arsehole, that fucking doesn't need it.
You gamers, you can do a second half.
I got about fucking 10 Peter Parkers.
This is this discussion I had. The guy was like, "George, get over there, fucking get one." It's like, you know what? I'm not like a big Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man like a little bit, but not like a lot. I've got 2 of them. And that's like 2 of them that I've got is one too many.
All right, I got to finish off there anyway.
You off?
Yeah, midnight. It's got to get up early in the morning. Late here, but I hope all is well. I hope you're good, Tommy Cole. Morlonoid. Yo, fellas, how you doing? Love that spider ham. Yeah, Redeemer. Yeah, switch outs. Yeah, so what we'll do then is we'll finish off there. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll get you on. We'll be back on next week, and well,
we need to get the display box guy on. We need to get Todd on at some point as well. And Pierre let us brilliance and Brent. So awesome. Thanks, guys. You take care.
Mad love. Peace.
Bye.